The first image of the Earth from space was in 1946. It was black and white and kind of grainy, but remarkable nonetheless. But in 1972, we received an image of the Earth that we now call the blue marble, a picture of the Earth as a whole, a massive blue, white, green orb spinning and dancing and suspended somehow in an infinite universe. It was astonishing. It was the first visual representation that the Earth is one place, that we are one community, and that this planet is a remarkable self-organizing, self-creating system that we are not only a part of, but we're from. As we move to groundwork this week, crawls and transitions, we're not only returning to a movement pattern that has been with us since we were infants, we're also remembering that we're not simply on this earth. We are of this earth, and there's a very big difference between these two ideas of our understanding of our relationship to the earth. So let's get started. Grab some water and join me on the floor. We're using our 3 moves today, squat play, downward dog and cobra, but today we're performing them in a much more dynamic way. We're sort of changing up a gear. We've got 3 rounds planned, but 3 minutes would be 1 round. So if you want to leave after 1 round, certainly can. And I would only perform 3 rounds if you're feeling extremely comfortable with the movements and the practice of them. Let's get ready. The first is a squat to basic crawl position. So essentially, feet are parallel, squat down, reach your hands forward and bring your knees to just lightly touching the ground and then returning. We're doing 6 of these. Make sure you're rocking right over all of your toes, that your heels are square and you're not swinging out your feet in any way. And we stop after 6 and sit into squat. Feel your way into squat, move about, use your elbows to stretch out your knees. And we'll start again. Light knee touch, head and shoulders lifting up first. Hands in touching the ground, knees drop just in front of you. Very good. Dropping into a wide-footed squat play position. Use your elbows to push those knees open. If you're uncomfortable, stand up. Last round, drop those knees and stand up head and shoulders first. Take care of your spine. Try to place your hands lightly on the floor. Fingers are facing forwards. Good, into the last squat. This time we're going to stretch up, so reach one arm for the roof and hold it under tension. Reach up, hold it under tension. Breathe in, breathe out while you're under tension. Okay, getting ready to downward dog and lunge. So you form the downward dog position, bend your knees, and then bring your left leg as close as you can to your left hand and just lunge. Bring it back, bend your knees, downward dog, bend into the right side. Have your knee flat on the floor or have your knee off. Downward dog, bend to the left. Downward dog, bend and to the right. Breathing evenly as we do this one. Downward dog, to the left. You can feel the dynamism here. Stretching and actively moving to the right side. Bend, downward dog, bend to the left. Finding a rhythm. Bend, downward dog, bend and to the right. This time, bend, downward dog, bend into the left. Now, press your right hand on the floor and reach for the roof. Hold it under tension and breathe evenly. Bend, downward dog, bend and bring your right leg to the side. Place your left hand on the floor, steady yourself, reach for the roof under tension, breathe evenly. Well done. About ready to move on to the cobra now. With the cobra, get on your knees, reach your hands out in front, turn your toes under, bring your chin to place just before your thumbs, and then try to have every other part of your body brush past that moment as you reach forward. So again, chin to the floor, and every other part of your body follows until you make the cobra position. Bring the toes pointed at the back, and then return. Really slow this down. Toes turned under, toes turned back, and reverse it. Like you're trying to get underneath a wire. Now I've raised the intensity here because I've lifted my knees off the floor. So if you want to try that, you're more than welcome to. But again, we want the chin to touch a position just shy of the thumbs, and the rest of the body to follow underneath that position. Don't compromise the shape. If you can't do this with your knees off the ground, go back down to your knees and perfect your cobra roll. This is not an easy skill to master, so take your time. Now that's the end of round 1. So if you're leaving us now, well done. I'll see you again tomorrow. If you're staying around for round 2, get ready. There are some small variations to the same 3 movement patterns. Feet parallel, hands to the floor, knees lightly touching. Standing up, bending down into your basic crawl position. Head and shoulders always go up first, always protecting the spine. Jump into wide-footed squat play stand, and we're straight into overhead reach. Now make sure you hold the position under tension and you breathe while you're there. Really stretch. Join those feet parallel, knees touch, standing up. Raise one leg. Stand up, raise the other leg. Just bring the knee up above the hip and then drop down. That's it. Hands soft to the floor. Everything is smooth, efficient, and you're breathing evenly. Into squat play. Straight away into reach under tension. Really push that elbow into your knee while you reach for the roof. Try and get an extra twist in, extra stretch in. Off we go again. Knees down, stand up, raise one leg. You can see that my arms are starting to spontaneously coordinate with my knee. Opposite arm and leg, as if I'm about to do some sort of karate kick move. Very spontaneous movement, but the body is just trying to coordinate itself so that things are efficient and flowing. Last squat. Again, reaching under tension. Really use that other elbow on your knee to gain some extra stretch. Okay, getting ready for the downward dog position. I'm not going to quite do the downward dog stretch. We're going to bend back onto our legs and reach your left leg out to your hand. Bend back on your legs, stretch those armpits down, reach to the right. But now we're going to move into transitions. Bend, reach to the left, take the left hand up and swing that leg through and back. Bend, right side, move your right hand up, transition that foot back and forward. If you want to pause it here and just try this one with me over again, you're more than welcome, but you'll get the swing of this. We need to keep a flow in this dynamic version of our 3 movements. Left leg, swing that other leg forward. That's our tripod transition position. We'll be seeing a lot of this position. You can even add some extra intensity by jumping into that transition. Very good. Moving into our cobra position. Again, a little variation on this one as well. Let's start by chin under. Bring the rest of the body through and underneath the wire. Very slow, breathing evenly. Chin down, chest rolls through. Bring your left knee up. Return the knee, reverse the sequence. Chin down, just below the thumbs. Right knee. Let's reverse the sequence. Return the leg and reverse. Chin through, right leg up, reverse. Going to add a stretching now. Chin through, left leg up, elbow down, reach for the roof. Hold that position under tension. Breathe out when you hold that tension. Chin through, right leg up, elbow down, reach for the roof. Let's do it one more time. And back, just ordinary. If you feel like bringing your legs up again, you can, but I'm going to get into the tough one with my knees off the floor. If you feel like doing knees off the floor and then bringing your leg up, more than welcome. Should be really feeling it now. Chin down, chest through. Well done. That's the end of your round 2. Now, I'm not recommending a round 3 for beginners, but if you want to, you can rewind the video and play it again. I recommend that at this stage of the rewilding program, if you're new, then that is sufficient. So let's just stretch it out. Let's stretch out those wrists. We've worked really hard today. Those 3 moves suddenly became very dynamic. That's active stretching, active mobility, and strength training all in one. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have water on hand to hydrate. Let's articulate the spine. Big arch, lift the head up. Rounded back, angry cat position. Try and articulate those shoulder blades up and down, playing with your spinal movement. Let's sit up on our knees, put your toes underneath and stretch. Make sure those heels are together and just sit back on them. Now point them down and sit back on pointed toes. Return to a crunch, really good for stretching out the plantar fascia, sorry. Breathing evenly. That was a very good workout with 3 moves. Well done, and I'll see you again tomorrow.